Did Hollywood try to bury this story? One of horror's most iconic faces passed away, and for months, the world had no idea. This is the unsettling story behind the death of the woman who dragged us all to hell. The official record says Lorna Raver, the unforgettable Mrs. Ganush, died in May of 2025, but the news didn't break until it was quietly printed, almost like a footnote, in a Guild magazine weeks later. There were no major headlines, no grand tributes from the studio that profited from her terrifying talent. For an actress who gave millions of us nightmares, her own final curtain call was disturbingly silent. You have to wonder, why the secrecy? Let's be honest, when you think of Drag Me to Hell, you remember her, that face, that single milky white eye, the yellowed, jagged teeth, and that blood-curdling shriek as she cursed Alison Lohman's character. Lorna Raver wasn't just playing a role, she became a living, breathing nightmare. She crafted a horror villain for the ages, with a performance so visceral, so genuinely frightening, it's impossible to forget. It's a devastating loss to know that such a powerful, commanding presence is no longer with us. But the real tragedy, the one that gets lost in the screams and jump scares, is that Lorna was so much more than a movie monster. Before she ever terrified us on the big screen, she was a true working actor, a veteran who put in the work for decades on shows like ER, Gilmore Girls, and The Young and the Restless. She was a master of her craft, and to lose that kind of foundational talent, it leaves a real void. It's the sad, quiet loss of a true artist who dedicated her entire life to the profession. And that dedication was on another level. For that one iconic role, she endured what many actors dread, a full-head life cast. She admitted being claustrophobic and that the process terrified her. Think about that. She faced her own genuine fear just so she could become ours. She suffered for her art to give us the perfect on-screen demon, and the result was pure, unfiltered horror magic. The film made over $90 million. It's a cult classic, celebrated for revitalizing the horror genre, and her performance is the engine that drives the entire thing. So we have to ask again, why was her passing treated like a dirty little secret? She gave us an all-time great villain and helped a studio make a fortune, yet her legacy was initially treated as an inconvenient truth. It feels like a cold, sad final chapter for a woman who gave the genre everything she had. Lorna Raver deserved more than a quiet exit. She deserved the front page. What was your favorite, most terrifying Mrs. Ganush moment? Share it in the comments below. And make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications, because we'll keep digging into the stories that Hollywood would rather you forget. You won't want to miss what we uncover next.